This summer. It's going to take place in the streets of downtown Modesto, and we're going to get more details from Chris Murphy, who's actually inducted into this Walk of Fame or this Hall of Fame. This very cool event. Chris, good morning to you, and thank you so much, because I know that you and your team came up with this great Legends Cruise Walk of Fame and put it all together.
This is so fun. You know, we're here in Modesto, USA, the only Modesto that matters, the home of American graffiti, the home of George Lucas. I mean, so we really have a fun thing going. And what's cool about the Walk of Fame is that we're telling the stories that George Lucas told in the movie American Graffiti. So he wrote the movie about these characters. Well, we're making the local characters our legends of the Walk of Fame. So it's a Walk of Fame on the sidewalk with markers just like Hollywood, but all about cruising and rock and roll.
That is the funnest thing. And we should tell people, so the American Graffiti film, right? That was George Lucas's baby. You know, when he was late teens, early 20s, he was riding around, living the culture of, you know, of the sock hops and all that fun stuff. And that's what's brought to life with this exhibit.
Exactly. 60 years ago was the class of 62. So George Lucas grew up in Modesto. He had a cool little Fiat he drove around, and he was part of that little racing culture. But he grew up on the streets, and his friends and the people that he knew inspired the movie about cruising in American Graffiti. So it's really fun thing for Modesto to kind of take and build on that and basically tell why those characters are so famous. And then we celebrate once a year at our Walk of Fame induction ceremony, which is Wednesday night. Man, we're so excited to have that, and we're here showing it off from the beautiful Graffiti USA Museum that we're building about our graffiti culture. And we've got Cecil Russell and David Wright's our vice mayor. Cecil Russell's our executive director. We have board members here. So Modesto's all in on celebrating our American graffiti history and culture.
Fantastic. Now, and again, congratulations on you being inducted last year.
Thank you.
Can you give us a hint of any of the locals that are going to be inducted this year?
We've got some great crews. We have some people from the class of 60s that are coming in. We have Vern Silva and we have Dan Vieira. But now the cruising age is coming into the 70s. So I don't know about you guys. I cruised in late 70s when I was in high school. And some of the guys that were cruising in the early 70s, you know, those guys are a big part of our culture. So we've got Bob Rose and Ron Pippin going on. And the Deacon's Car Club, which is a car club back in '62. Is still a car club today. That's how cool the car culture is in Modesto, California.
How fun is that? Okay, so tell people about the event, when we can check it out in Modesto for this historic event.
Yeah, come on down. It's Wednesday, June 8th. The car show. There'll be over 300 cars in downtown Modesto on 10th and 11th Street. By the way, 10th and 11th Street are the streets of the original cruise back in the 50s and 60s. So. And then 6:30 is our ceremony where we induct our legends of the in the Walk of Fame. And then we've also a special honor to Grand Marshal of the Cruise Parade, which is Friday night, Modesto City Council member Jenny Canoyer, who was Modesto High School's first woman yell leader back in the 50s. How cool is that? So she gets her own marker.
That is so great.
So there's so many great stories. There's so many great tales to tell, and that's why we're building the museum. Because people already, we're still under construction, and people from all over the world are coming to visit Modesto to see what we're doing and find out about the cruising stuff. People are already from New Zealand, Canada, Germany. It's absolutely amazing, that graffiti culture around the world.
Okay, Chris, we got to go, but I have to ask you, that beautiful number to your right, what is that gorgeous vehicle that's right next to you?
This right here, this is the one as a 58 Impala, and this is just like Steve's car in American Graffiti. And then we have the Deuce Coupe, which is a 31 Coupe, the yellow one that you saw spinning on the turntable. But right now, there are so many classic cars, Corvettes, old Fords, you know, 442 old. Did you know that 442 Oldsmobiles can go for $70,000 now here at the Graffiti USA Museum? It's amazing.
I love it. Chris, I love your energy. So great that this event is coming to Modesto. We'll put all the details on our website, gooddaysacramento.com, under show info and today's date. And what is a cruise without the dice?
Yeah,
swinging from the rearview mirror.
Dice.
100%. You got to have the dice. So,
have a good one. Oh, so good. So fun.
That is cool.
Isn't that fun?
And it's a movie that they'll never be able to reboot. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Because, you know, at some point in the future, somebody's going to go, let's do American Graffiti, but with electric cars.
Like,
no, just won't have the
that's
same
not going to
oomph.
work. No.
I love it. All right, new at 8, calling all ice cream fans. We're going to head to Lincoln to check out